What's up guys, Kiwi Bro here, back at you with another video. Now today, we've got one for the noobs. We got one for the freshies, and one for those new players to Fortnite. We got top 5 tips for Fortnite noobs. These are the things that you're going to need to do and practice to become that pro player that you really want to be. So let's just jump right in, and let's start off with tip number 5, guys. Learn to build. Now, Fortnite is a shooter game, yes, but it also is a building game. And building is what's going to save your ass in a gunfight. Now, to practice building, the best way to do it would just be to drop into Wailing Woods, farm up 1,000 mats, and just practice building a 1x1, 3 high, building 3 ramps of building, boxing yourself in. Very simple things to do. Now, depending if you use Combat Pro or Builder Pro, there may be a little bit of a longer learning process. I personally use Combat Pro. I haven't switched to Builder Pro yet because I'm going to wait until you can map your own controls for building. But if you really want to push yourself and learn how to build, jump into tilted towers and put yourself in a situation where you're uncomfortable and build your way out of it. That's the only way to do it. You can also watch other streamers, watch my videos, but go onto Twitch. Find any Fortnite streamer with over 1,000 viewers and watch their building. And I guarantee you'll learn something. Anyway guys, let's get on to tip number 4. Farming. Now this stems off of building. Farming. You've got to get mats. You need materials to build your bases. So you need to consciously remind yourself, if you're running somewhere, farm that tree, farm that fence, farm that rock. Just you've got to constantly remind yourself to keep farming, because the key to success in this game is having more mats than the other guy. That's what it comes down to a lot of the time, is who's the better builder and who's got the most mats. Now, generally before, you want to have at least 500 mats before the second circle. 500 wood. Wood is going to be what you want to fill up the most, because when it goes down with the most health. If you put down a metal wall or ramp, it'll take 2 bullets to shoot through it. Whereas if you put a wood down, it spawns with more health than wood or brick. So it can take a little bit more damage. And if you can practice building yourself up in a 1x1, 3 stories, by the time you get up to the top, they're not going to be focused about shooting out the bottom of your base. They're going to want to be shooting you. And that's when you can outbuild someone. But you need the materials to do it. So just keep reminding yourself to farm that tree, farm that rock, farm that crate. Very simple. Alright, let's move on to tip number 3, guys. This one is a simple one, and it's all about landing. Now, you're wondering, well, yeah, I just jump out of the bus and land somewhere. If you're a new player, I recommend picking somewhere on the outskirts of the maps for your first, say, 10 games. Pick a place like Flush Factory, Moisty Mire, Junk Junction, or Wailing Woods. These are all good places to land. Not a hell of a lot of people, but there is still people. You get 1 or 2 stragglers, and they're areas where you can get a lot of mats. You can practice building and implement the last 2 tips that I've just told you about. Now, there is a key to jumping out of the battle bus. You want to be 3 grid spaces away for your jump from your intended target. Now, the reason you do this is once you have your glider out, that's it. If you're at the bottom and your glider comes out automatically, you cannot dive anymore. But if you come out away 3 grids and you go straight down on a 1 grid angle, halfway through the second grid, pull your chute and you will land perfectly wherever you want to go. apart from tilted towers, obviously, because it's higher up. The buildings are higher up. And when landing, guys, just a little tip, don't land on the roof of something. Don't land on the roof of the house, or the roof of the tower, or the roof of the barn. Land at the front door or the back door, because you're more likely to get a weapon first than you are from having to break your way through a roof to get a chest, provided that there is a chest there for you to get. So keep that in mind. Always land at the front door, the back door, at the lowest point you can, because you're more likely to get a gun quicker than someone else. Now, the next one is a very, very simple one, but can be very, very tricky, is that you need to learn how to use all the weapons in every situation. And when you land, you don't get to choose what weapon you get. You may get a grey SMG, you may get a grey pistol, you could get a golden scar, you might get a sniper. You need to learn how to effectively use every weapon in every situation. So go out of your way, pick up a pistol and learn how to use it. It's very, very simple. Use that grey SMG, that green SMG, use that sniper to start off with. Generally, if you spawn in and the only weapon that you get is a sniper, you probably just want to run, in my experience. But learn how to use all the weapons, how they all function. And then let's go on to tip number 1. This is a very key one to becoming a good Fortnite player. Go out of your comfort zone, guys. Go out of your comfort zone. Push yourself. If you hate landing at tilted towers, land at tilted towers every single game. Keep landing there until you learn the mechanics and where people land, where the loot spawns are, and push yourself outside the comfort zone. If you're not a very good builder, get into a build battle. If you're not very good sniper, use a sniper. If you prefer one shotgun to another, use the other shotgun. Push yourself into situations that you don't want to be in, because that's how you're going to get better. And the way to get better has been scientifically proven is to enter a state of flow. And a state of flow means that you are at a point of adrenaline where you can function at a higher capacity. But to function at this capacity, the challenge has to be 4% greater than your skill level, and that's how you'll get better. So if you always land at Wailing Woods, push yourself, land at Tilted. But maybe if Tilted's too high of a challenge for you, start with Salty Springs or Retail Row. Bring the challenge down to your skill level and then work your way up at it. But guys, it's very key. If you want to get better at this game, you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. If you're in a situation and you're getting flustered, then you're out of your comfort zone. And then you can look back and you can think how you did, what you did, and how you can change that, and how you can outsmart someone. But anyway, guys, that is my top 5 tips for a Fortnite noob. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and please do make sure you smash that sub button for me, and then just below it, there's a little like button, or next to it, or above it, wherever it is. Just smash that like button as well, guys. That would be greatly appreciated. I've been your Kiwi Bro, and I am out. Peace.
American me, wearing a hairnet as a teen.